Now, the great thing about both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni is the fact that they like to keep fans very much in the loop with the way things are going for Star Wars Ahsoka, Mando Season 4, and everything else on the overall approach for the Star Wars roadmap, which, by the way, that's going to be further announced at this year's D23 event, which takes place in September. We're going to be getting a lot of movie announcements, show announcements, as well as the addition of books, comics, novels, and video games that's going to make up this universe at large. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future Star Wars updates. I'm also on Twitter at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support, and without wasting too much of your time, let's get right into the subject. Now, what's really exciting about everything related to Jon Favreau is that this guy really just loves to keep on hyping fans up for what's actually coming on the Ahsoka Tano series. And just like what I talked about on Twitter today, I don't know if you guys saw, but we got an exclusive look at the new mysterious Inquisitor in the Ahsoka Tano series. A lot of fans have been wondering exactly who this Inquisitor really is. Jon Favreau did say that there is a very big twist behind that character. It could very well be a familiar face behind the mask, for all we know. Now, moving to the next big thing is exactly what Favreau had to say specifically to the fandom, and exactly what he believes needs to come to an end, and how it is time for this to come to an end specifically. So, with that being put out there, with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni kickstarting their marketing for the Ahsoka series, he recently got the opportunity to begin discussing Star Wars directly with the community by delivering the following. We take the fan criticism very seriously, and quite frankly, it concerns us. We only want the best for Star Wars and its fans that support it. We really do feel it's time for this to end. Just everything, all of it. The fan criticism, the division that we see to this day that makes it hard on other creators to create. We want to end all of that, and we feel Ahsoka is really going to band fans together and talking about Star Wars for the years to come. We feel it was about time to do something right for the fans. Thankfully, Dave had 100% creative freedom on this thing, and I know personally that he had so much fun doing it. He had some wild twists and turns on the horizon for the fans, and a big climax toward the end that will leave fans asking for more. Ray Stevenson delivers a powerful performance that I think is going to stick around just as much as Christopher Lee's Count Dooku. Now, let me stop here for 1 second. Now, the thing that Favreau is saying here is that he wants to end the fan criticism, the fan division, all of that forever. That's basically their game plan with Ahsoka. This show is all about dedicating toward the fans directly. Now, one may debate themselves with other fans, is this going to be too fan-servicey? I don't believe so. I don't believe that you can be too fan-servicey unless it has nothing to do with your plot or toward character development or doing something that is going to value the story. As long as you have that, you're not going to go overboard with fan service. It's just going to work. So I think that what Jon Favreau is obviously alluding to here is that this story is going to be something that's going to kickstart that excitement again within fans. Something for fans to talk about, to really kind of break down with all of the amazing lore coming our way, all of the amazing canon that's going to be introduced into this story, everything like that. And you know what I like about Jon Favreau here is that he does say how Dave Filoni turned this into a cinematic event-like series. And for those of you that are like, what on earth is he talking about there? Basically what he means is, this show is going to feel like a legitimate movie. It's why when you watch that trailer that came out at Celebration, alright, just back in April, the trailer was literally edited like a movie. It actually flowed like a movie trailer, as opposed to, let's say, for example, if you look at Mando Season 3, they were specifically instructed to edit that trailer as, as if it's like a TV show. If you look at the trailer for Ahsoka, it flows like a movie because the epic music, the way that it was shot, it just is built that way. And by the way, this is another reason why Disney gave Dave Filoni a Star Wars movie, is because not only did they like the trailer and its presentation, but they also loved the turnout of this movie through all the test screenings and what Disney saw. they feel it's really going to be the next big thing. Moving on. Now, Jon continues, and I'm not over-exaggerating here, but he really created a cinematic-like event series for fans to see. Myself and Dave really went all out on this one, and we think it will be the first project in years that's going to leave fans screaming and shedding tears of joy. I really wholeheartedly believe that, and if I'm wrong, then everyone can blame me on that one for my wrong judgment, but I don't think we will cross that bridge. We want to end this fan criticism and its division, and it's time to let all of that go, and it's something that needs to be resolved to create a successful brand as big as Star Wars. We have some pretty big surprise cameos in this one too, that I think will make up for the lack of in Mandalorian Season 3, which that was not our choice, by the way. We were specifically instructed to do away with cameos for a while, like ones such as legacy characters and familiar faces, but those are coming back now, so hang tight. Now again, I don't believe cameos are the answer to everything, but it definitely was becoming like a format by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, like something expected, right? Now look, Mando Season 3, it had cameos, but not in the way that you would think. We had very minor cameos, you know? We had Zeb for like 30 seconds. Apart from that, you know, other cameos in the mix, we had celebrity cameos, which I did not fully support at all. I was really not excited to have Jack Black in there and Lizzo in The Mandalorian Season 3. It just felt so out of place, so out of whack in a way. And that was a Kathleen Kennedy call, by the way. For those of you that don't know, that was pushed on by Kathleen Kennedy herself. Jon and Dave didn't want to do that, so it's not their fault. So here's the thing about this too, is that we know that Ahsoka is going to answer a lot of long, awaited questions to be answered. It's things such as what happened to Ezra and Thrawn after Rebels Season 4. You know, where did they go? How long have they been away? It's things like that that will be uncovered in the Ahsoka series, and Ray Stevenson, by the way, I think that we all need to give him a very good support for his performance. He left us way too soon in his life, and I think a great way to empower his legacy is by really making this character as popular as it can be. Even Dave Filoni said that he really is the he is the overall Count Dooku of our time. That's what Dave Filoni said. So I think that's more than enough to be excited about his overall structure of the character. So anyways, this really is interesting about what Jon Favreau has to say and how he wants to end all of the fan division, the fan criticism, and how he wants to ignite just pure fun and entertainment within the Star Wars community again. And you know what? I really thank him for that. I do. I believe he's going to do it. I believe that Disney executives are right on this one, that they think that Ahsoka is going to be the home run of the Disney Plus Star Wars brand itself, and it's really going to lead somewhere. So overall, guys, I would love to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I am not the one from night to moon.